thanks for joining us, Sashi. Just to start off, if you'd like to introduce yourself and just tell us who you are and what you do and whereabouts you live.
I'm Sashi 𝘚𝘗𝘗, live in Melbourne. I work here in one of the corporate organizations.
Great, thank you. So what was your experience in property investing before you recently partnered with searchpartyproperty?
So before I partnered with searchpartyproperties, I was investing in properties in Melbourne, in Victoria State. So I had a couple of investment properties here, and I was looking for opportunities for more investments. That's when I was introduced to searchpartyproperties through one of my friends. That's from where our association began.
Excellent. And why did you decide to invest again in property, and what were you looking to achieve this time round?
So my objective in approaching searchpartyproperties is for investing in other states, it is interstate investment. So I had a strategy of not putting investing everything in Victoria. I thought, let me invest in other states, and then we told that other states, like particularly Queensland, is an upcoming market where the property market is going to be very good in future. So I thought, okay, I would rather venture out and then look at other states. And that's when one of my friends referred me to searchpartyproperty and told, these guys are very good. They help us in searching, doing end-to-end, right from searching until the settlement. So that's when I approached Julian from searchpartyproperties and then started talking to them for my investment.
Great, thank you. And knowing what you know now and having been through the experience, what advice or what would you tell people about who are looking to work with searchpartyproperty?
From my experience, first of all, searchpartyproperties, when I approached Julian, my first discussions with him itself began with, what is my strategy? What I wanted to achieve out of it. And when I mentioned about my strategy, where I want to have a growth in the property prices, growth in revenue, rental income, and it should be invested in a good area. Everything was taken on board, and the searchpartyproperties team worked out a strategy for me that this is what we probably propose you can do. And from there, identifying the property which will suit my strategy is one of the things they worked on. And then after identifying the properties, giving me the leads on the properties which they found fitting in my strategy, talking to me about various properties and what would be the cost of the property and what would be the rental income expected from the property, what would be the return, all those things. I honed on a property and then we finalized on that property. Once I gave an okay for a property, searchpartyproperties, David and team went in to and spoken to the agent or the vendor, discussed on the property and prices, came back to me, and then they negotiated the property and the deal for me. And after negotiating the price of the deal, they also engaged the building service, building inspection and the pest control guys to ensure that their property is up to the mark, and ensuring also that the property is settled on time and everything else went on time. All the admin work was taken over by searchpartyproperty. So literally it was totally stress-free, and I didn't have any stress on whether the property settlement is going to go through or whether the conveyancer is doing his right job or their right job. So yes, everything else was handled by searchpartyproperty. So literally I could just leave it to searchpartyproperty to do everything for me, and they took the hassle out of the transaction. Thanks.
Great, excellent. And look, finally, just in one word or a couple of words, how would you describe the service you received from searchpartyproperty?
If you have to just give one word, it's an excellent service. See, right from the day go when I told, okay, yes, can you look for a property for me? from Julian to then handing over to David and looking for the properties, from David giving me the leads on the property, finalizing on a property, and then the admin work was taken over by Farah, and everything else Farah then ensured that spoken to the building certificate, inspection certificate, the conveyancer, and even to this extent even identifying a property manager for me to rent out the property. So I'm very happy with the services Search Party Property provided to me.
Fantastic, that's great. Thank you very much for sharing that, Sashi.